My name is Heidi and I'm a COVID survivor. Many people will relate to my story and I hope that others are able to learn from my experience. My husband Warren and I were tested positive the week of the riots in Pietermaritzburg. Imagine trying to get medication when all pharmacies are closed. I didn't have the choice of whether or not to be vaccinated, as the government opened the vaccinations for my age group that very week. I was sick. I started deteriorating on day 6 and refused to go to hospital. Early hours of the morning of day 8, I found myself telling my husband that I can't anymore. I'm tired of breathing. I could literally feel the life being drained out of me. So a few hours later, stats deteriorating further, I left a very emotional family behind and off to the hospital I went, not knowing if I would see my family again. My son made me promise not to give up on breathing, a promise that was very hard to keep. I spent 17 days in hospital, where 1 week was spent on a non-invasive ventilator called CPAP, aka, yes, I named my mask, Darth Vader. During my ordeal, there were a number of key factors that contributed to my recovery from COVID. I call it the 4 Ps. So in no particular order, it is prepare, positivity, prayer, and proning. Prepare, be prepared. When a soldier goes into battle, he's prepared. He's been trained to fight the war. So it's not just hand sanitizer and mask. Prepare yourself with prayer, positivity, and how to prone. It's pointless preparing when you have COVID. Your mind is in another state at that time. So act before rather than later. Put your religious prayers and your music on your phone beforehand. So when your spirit is low during COVID, you know which app to click on in time of need. And prepare the old folk. Please don't forget them. Positivity. To keep my spirits up while in hospital, my daughter would send videos of my grandkids constantly. COVID wreaks havoc with your mind. I reached low points while in hospital. One of my low points was having to put that CPAP mask on. It was so overwhelming that I refused to talk or video call my family. But that mindset changed a day later, and I refused to let the mask dictate to me, hence giving it that name, aka Darth Vader, and coming to terms with the mask. It was my survival kit. I needed it to survive. Prayer. Another stigma surrounding COVID is people not wanting to disclose their status. My advice to you is rather be open. Let your religious group, your family members, your prayer warriors know. COVID will take you to a place that will break you and leave you in a state of mind that no prayer is known to you. And this is the time when you need people to intercede for you and pray on your behalf. Proning, I spent 18 to 20 hours a day on my stomach. Learn to lay on your stomach. So with all my peas in a pod, one more bit of advice. Get to a hospital the minute your stats start dropping, no later. This will increase your chance of survival. You have no idea what is happening inside of your body. I didn't until I saw my x-rays of my COVID pneumonia lungs. Let's stop fearing hospitals. I just would like to say thank you to all the healthcare workers at Grace Hospital, God's Family Life Church, my family members, but most of all, our Heavenly Father. Thank you.